Okay, I have 5 o'clock. Let's go ahead and call to order the council meeting for East Grand Forks City Council for Tuesday, July 1st, 2025. Would the city clerk please call a roll?
Mayor Mark Olstead.
Here.
Council President Brian Larson.
Here.
Council Vice President Tim Riepel.
Here.
Council Members Tammy Schumacher.
Here.
Ben Pukshavinsky.
Here.
Dale Helms.
Here.
Donald Casey.
Here.
Karen Peterson.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, that'll bring us to open forum, an opportunity for members of the public to address the City Council on items not on the current agenda. Items requiring council action may be deferred to staff or boards and commissions for research and future council agendas if appropriate. Is anybody here for open forum? Okay, I see none. Let's move on to the approval of minutes. We'd be seeking the approval of the June 17th council meeting minutes, the minute summary of the June 17th closed meeting, and the June 24th work session minutes. Moved by Pukshavinsky.
Second.
Second by Helms. Any questions or discussion? Okay, I see none. Roll call, please.
Riepel.
Yes.
Helms.
Yes.
Casey.
Yes.
Larson.
Yes.
Peterson.
Yes.
Schumacher.
Yes.
Pukshavinsky.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Scheduled bid lettings this week, there are none. Scheduled public hearings, there are none. Moving on to consent agenda. Items under the consent agenda will be adopted with one motion. However, council members may request individual items to be pulled from the consent agenda for discussion and action if they choose. Would any council member like to have an item pulled? Okay, I see none. I'd be seeking a motion on items 4 through 7 then, please.
Move 4 through 7.
Moved by Riepel. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Peterson. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel.
Yes.
Helms.
Yes.
Casey.
Yes.
Larson.
Yes.
Peterson.
Yes.
Schumacher.
Yes.
Pukshavinsky.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Acknowledge receipt of reports of officers, boards, and commissions. Regular meeting minutes of the Water, Light, Power, and Building Commission for June 4th, 2025. Communications, there are none. Old business, item number 9. Consider adopting Ordinance 47, 4th Series, amending City Code Title 11, Chapter 120, an ordinance to regulate cannabis and lower potency hemp edible businesses by amending Section 120.04 Subdivision F and revoking Section 120.09 Temporary Cannabis Events and amending, replacing Section 120.09 and by adopting by reference City Code Chapter 10 and Section 10.99, which, among other things, contain penalty provisions. This is the second reading. Moved by Helms.
Yep. Second.
Second by Pukshavinsky. Any questions or discussion? Okay, I see none. Roll call, please.
Riepel.
Yes.
Helms.
Yes.
Casey.
Yes.
Larson.
Yes.
Peterson.
Yes.
Schumacher.
Yes.
Pukshavinsky.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Moving on to new business. Consider adopting the lease agreement between the City of East Grand Forks and the Independent School District 595 for the use of the Civic Center, the VFW Memorial Arena, and the Blue Line Arena for the 2025-2026 school year through the 2027-2028 school year. Moved by Peterson.
Second.
Second by Riepel. Any questions or discussion? Okay, roll call, please.
Riepel.
Yes.
Helms.
Yes.
Casey.
Yes.
Larson.
Yes.
Peterson.
Yes.
Schumacher.
Yes.
Pukshavinsky.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Item number 11, consider approving the purchase and installation of the Indico explosion-proof duct heater from Johnson Controls for a total of $55,350.
Move.
Moved by Casemy,
Second.
second by Helms. Any question or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel,
Yes.
Helms,
Yes.
Casemy,
Yes.
Larson,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Schumacher,
Yes.
Pakshavinsky.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Item number 12, consider adopting the request to place the memorial sign in memory of Dave Aker at the Griggs Park Playground.
Move.
Moved by Riepel,
Second.
second by Schumacher. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel,
Yes.
Helms,
Yes.
Casemy,
Yes.
Larson,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Schumacher,
Yes.
Pakshavinsky.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Item number 13, consider adopting resolution number 25-07-52, approving the removal of the $2 monthly green site fee from residential and commercial utility bills.
Move.
Okay, moved by Casemy, second by Peterson. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel,
Yes.
Helms,
Yes.
Casemy,
Yes.
Larson,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Schumacher,
Yes.
Pakshavinsky.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Item number 14, consider adopting the request to change locations for the Disability is Not a Bad Word event scheduled for July 26th from the parking lot by the Veterans Memorial to the parking lot on the south side of the Sorley Bridge on River Street.
Move.
Moved by Helms,
Second.
second by Casemy. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel,
Yes.
Helms,
Yes.
Casemy,
Yes.
Larson,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Schumacher,
Yes.
Pakshavinsky.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Moving on to claims. Consider authorizing the city administrator, clerk treasurer to issue payment of recommended bills and payroll.
Move.
Moved by Riepel,
Second.
second by Helms. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Riepel,
Yes.
Helms,
Yes.
Casemy,
Yes.
Larson,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Schumacher,
Yes.
Pakshavinsky.
Yes.
Okay, that brings us to council and staff reports. Mayor Olsted.
Thank you, Mr. President. I got a few to go through tonight. I won't take that long, Riepel, so don't worry about it. Today I got I was able to attend the change of command at the Grand Forks Air Force Base today. Colonel Monroe is moving on to the Pentagon. Colonel Rosales is coming in. He's coming from New Mexico. He'll be here for 2 years. I was honored to be out there. It was a good ceremony. A lot of people attended it, so good luck to Colonel Monroe, and I hope to work with Mr. Colonel Rosales for the next 2 years. So congrats to both of them. Also congrats to Lieutenant Rod Hychek, for his retirement for over 35 years of service. I know that Mr. Hedlund's going to mention something later about it. So I do have a couple other ones that I saved in my email, so I'm going to bring them up, so bear with me. One is regarding those who helped in Bemidji. I want to thank the following people who went over there last Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Actually, I was driving that way Friday evening and saw the chief come out of Erskine driving back this way, so I waved, but he didn't wave back. So
He couldn't see you over the wheel.
he's probably had went to A&W or something. So helping 11 homes of debris. Wednesday was Nate Vergutz, if I've pronounced that wrong, sorry, Tyler Treader, and Jack Shopset. Thursday was Austin Shea, Tyler Treader, Andrew Robertson, Frank Dakota. Friday was Frank Dakota, Troy Treader, and our chief, Jeff Bushy. I want to thank them for taking their time, volunteering, going over there. I know I did receive a call also from a gentleman that you guys did help and cut down some trees for them. He was very appreciated. I know he also called into the City Hall here and thanked the staff here too. So I want to thank all of you for doing that. I know it's a lot of work over there. So. The next one is regarding our quiet zone. I did receive an email from a citizen. I'm just going to read it. I wanted to send a heartfelt thank to the work you've done to make the Quiet Zone a reality. I know this has been a long process with a lot of moving parts, and I really appreciate the effort, collaboration, and follow-through it took to get done. The difference is already noticeable, not just in sound levels, but in the overall sense of calm it brings to our neighborhood. It's one of those changes that might seem invisible to some, but making a big daily impact for many of us. Thank you for listening to the community, for sticking with it, and for helping make our city quieter, more livable place. And the last one is, I want to touch base on the campground. A couple weeks ago on a Friday, we had sirens going off. I received an email from one of the campers. We were camping at the Red River State Park last night, June 20th, and there was a severe storm warning. The police department evacuated the campground to the fire department by the movie theater. I wanted to tell you that we have exceptional fire and police staff. We were so impressed with them informing us of the situation and then leading us in evacuation. I want to thank you. Please share this with them and tell them job well done. I can't say enough how impressed and thankful we were. These situations are scary, and the calmness displayed was appreciated. So thanks goes out to all the staff who helped. So that's all I got.
All right, thank you, Mayor. Councilmember Schumacher.
I have nothing tonight. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Councilmember Pukshavinsky.
I have nothing to add, thank you.
Council Vice President Riopel.
I have nothing, thank you.
Councilmember Helms.
I have nothing.
Councilmember Kasemy.
Just asking Chief Hedlund to extend our congratulations to Lieutenant retiring Highcheck. That's all.
Councilmember Peterson.
Nothing, thank you.
Okay. I'll just add that I received a few nice comments from some residents from East Grand Forks and Grand Forks regarding the flowers that were planted in the planter by the VFW close to downtown there. So just to extend my thanks to everyone that worked hard on that. Mr. Hutton.
Just one item tonight. I did take a call last Friday from a resident that lives here in the central area of town regarding concerns for the smell that maybe some of you have encountered as well, coming from the stormwater ponds at American Crystal. And he indicated he may not be able to be here tonight, so he asked me to share his concern with the council. I asked Jason, Mr. Stordahl, to reach out to American Crystal and kind of check into the source of the smell to see if there's anything going on their end. And they do have a stormwater pond. That's where the source of the smell has been the last couple of weeks. That a number of things are going on with some maintenance issues and some of the water quality issues within the pond that was generating the smell. But they do feel like they're in front of it now with getting some of the levels back in place, getting the water levels to the appropriate level to help out with it. So hopefully with continued luck and good fortune on their maintenance side of things, the smell will be improved, but just wanted to extend that the resident had asked me to raise that concern. I think I neglected to mention his name. Jim Broughton was the resident that had reached out. So with that, thanks.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Emery.
I have nothing tonight.
Okay. Anything from the department heads? We'll start with Chief Hedlund, please.
Not sure if it was already on, or I guess it's on now. Just wanted to repeat, Lieutenant Rod Highcheck is retiring officially tomorrow. We are having a gathering here from 2 to 4 p.m. in the training room downstairs, if anybody's able to attend, to recognize him for his 35 years of service to the city. So, thank you.
Thank you. Any other updates from the department heads? Okay, I see none. With that, we'd be looking for a motion to adjourn.
Move.
Moved by Helms.
Second.
Second by Riopel. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, motion passes and meeting is closed. Thank you, everyone.